Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail. I'm here to do a flip through today. I finished The Measure of a Man, and I just did it kind of on my own after the beginning part just because it was just sewing the things in. This book is 8 5/8 long by 5 by about 1 1/4, I think. I ended up, if you were watching any of my previous work on it, I started with 7 signatures and went down to 5 and pulled a few pages out just because it was getting fat. And that's why I put a closure on it too, because it's just ribbon wrapped around and then pulled down through like this. And you can, it can be a little fatter because it did end up, this one's hanging in there. It did end up getting a little bit chunky with some of the things I used in it. So this just unwinds, okay? And I do have the corner things on here. The rest of this you saw, but except for maybe this, I put that was off of one of the title pages. And I glued this down because every time I opened the book or whatever, it flipped around and it was upside down. So I just was driving me nuts. So I glued it in place. All right. So let's get this opened up. I did use these shirts. This is from Tim Holtz for the end papers. And I have a gear cut out on the first page. I used, this is copyright 1904. And I used old ledger that I have paper. I also used washi, certain different washies and that you saw because I did it on video, putting it in to reinforce the pages that were from the book. So this is a flip out. You can write on the back of that. This is a pocket with a real postcard in from 1912. It says, "He that wants should not be bashful." Okay, and this I know I made on camera. If you go back and look. All right, and we have a little pocket here with a small tag. Okay, I used a couple of these fabric tabs that I made. This one has, I think I used all safety pins in here with things hanging from it. This is one of the flip outs. Okay, and I did some other cutouts of gears and put them in. A little bit of stencil. Just a kind of a tab for looks on here, using that full leather and an eyelet. This is one I also did on camera. This is a belly band, and I have a blank postcard and this tag that I made, and I used some red because I used this is off of a piano roll. That's one of the things that made it fatter. It's kind of a fat cardboard, and this is some ticking and that with the red in it and a button, which also makes it fat. But I love that anyway. And this is the other side of the envelope with this card in it for journaling. Okay. one of the paper clips I made. This one doesn't have a pocket on, but I liked it. And this is a postcard from the Hamilton Wood Type collection from Two Rivers, Wisconsin, where I used to live, and I bought a box of postcards when I visited that this summer. And in order to flip this, I have to have the paper clip off. Got a map from a book. I'll slide that back on. These are easy to get on, but because the paper clip doesn't catch, but sometimes, I don't know, it's still, when I do it in front of people, it always wants to not work. Okay, a little stencil there. Here's another one of the tabs made from fabric. This is just a little book page pocket, and it's folded in fours and then 2 parts down and decorated. And I made this little tiny tag to go in there, and these are some cigarette cards, real ones. So I just put those in here as well. Okay, Players cigarettes. Cigar band, though. Okay, small page. This is a flip out. I'll have to put the number of the pages in the description because I forgot to count. This is a tag that I made, and this is one of the transfers from the tape. I cut it out and put it on this book page, and actually I think I cut the book page after I put it on because this reinforces the whole book page. There's plastic on there. Okay. And this one here flips out. This is from an architect book, and I did a little stenciling. Got room to write. This is a pocket that I put on this flip out. Has the map. This is a map. This is one I made on camera. If you watched those videos, a guest check. I put this photograph on as a little pocket, and some washi, and they look like, I put camp on there, and this one says note to self, and that goes in the top part up here. And then this is another one of the tags that I made. And I just slid that in there. One of the book pages, I had to take the other one out, but this one is in the middle of a signature so that you can see the camera. And this is one of my little paper clips, and this was an old advertisement from a book from the very early 1900s. And I just backed it onto paper and made it a journal card. Okay. I've got another one of those Hamilton type cards in here. Flips out. You can write on here. And here. You can write on here. You can write on here. Another stencil. And this flips out like this. I found a silhouette picture and put that in there, and some faux tape to strengthen. There was like a little rip in here. Okay, and here's the third tab from fabric that I put in. A little stencil, a belly band that I made, and I have the little booklet in that belly band with gears, and this is metal right here. Was fun to do. Okay, this is a book page. It was from a book from 1911, but I just used it as a flip out and to give more journaling space, and reinforced the fold with washi because it is, you know, a little bit fragile. Okay, and we got another flip out here. And here's a pocket that I made with a journal card. This one I ran through the embosser after I had made the background. And so it is on this side too. So it might make it a little harder because I had already backed it. Might make it a little harder to write on. But then I put some stamps in this Tim Holtz thing. And this is from another book. It was inside the spine when I took it apart. And then we have a paper ruffle. I sewed the ruffle and then glued it on so I wouldn't rip this. And I just put a little piece that I got out of the Sears Roebuck reproduction to hold down the threads here. And I have reinforcement with some washi. And that's the end. That's just my stamp. So that's it, The Measure of a Man. I will be putting this in my Etsy shop. If you see this, it should be in the Etsy shop. I took the pictures before I did this, so I'll be putting it in Etsy shop. So that's it for The Measure of a Man. I will put this tie around it again, and that's it. And thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. Bye!